Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today I'm for you guys another video of freaking Persona 5X here. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about actually some new patch notes, or at least a Q&A that the devs ended up going, in which thankfully to MCC, as well as another person here, which I gotta remember their name, I think it was Red Harv, ended up translating this to English, so we'll be able to actually go ahead and see exactly what these guys talk about. Now, the good part about this is I'm hearing there is a new 4-star as well as some other things here. So this is going to be very interesting. See exactly what we can do here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. All right, so you guys should be seeing on my screen the worldwide P5X server here, in which, as you can tell, on the right hand side is the Q&A section. Now I want to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can actually read along with me here. I think that might be good enough a little bit here, in which inside the Q&A here, I guess it released somewhat today, we actually got a lot of information going on here. Now, one of the things that ended up going on here, I haven't really read much of it here, pertain to some confidants. I know some things happened with some 4-stars and things like that. So what I'm going to be reading here is also going to be my first time seeing a lot of it as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, question 1, follow up the progress for character plot issues here. Apparently on their latest post here, due to limited time and some information related to character plots, there was some things left out. So now there's going to be some follow-ups regarding different plots for the characters here, and there will be different progress made to this here. Now, apparently this is going to go and expand on Mont as well as Puppet, aka Miyu and Kotone, in which they will now officially have confidants, in which we can actually have them as soulmates and close friends. So that's actually kind of interesting because we weren't able to have these two as soulmates or close friends just yet. So it's very interesting to see that we're going to have something like this. I don't know exactly when they're going to be adding this. I'm guessing in probably 1.3.2, seeing I see Merope is mentioned in 1.3.2. So that's very interesting to see there. Alongside that, they're going to be improving Merope in version 1.3.2 and actually implementing 2 invitation events with her. So one of them will unlock at level 11, the other will unlock at level 13, in which they hope that we'll enjoy it. Now, alongside this, of course, we have some follow-up plans on 2 characters, which is going to be Marion and Yui here. We don't know exactly what they're going to be. They just said there's going to be some follow-up plans on them, in which I do hope that their stories actually get a little bit more updated as well, because I'm not going to lie, Minami's was very long as well, same as Yui's when they're coming out. So seeing a lot more of those in-depth stories, or at least in-depth stories, is going to be kind of interesting, and actually seeing exactly what you can do with these characters. Hopefully eventually we'll get some more confidant things with them as well. So very excited to see how that goes. Now, of course, we have some other character things here, which is going to be a personal story with Riddle at the end of Puzzles, or at least a personal story called At Puzzles End here, which is going to be introduced in 1.3.2. We're also going to have finally the man Key, or at least Kiyoshi over here, who will become a confidant in 1.3.3, as well as have some interesting things here. We're also going to, at least they're eventually going to have a quality upgrade into the confidant called Fishing's Poet, which will actually be about Sepia. So finally, we're going to get some Sepia love eventually in 1.3.3, which will be very interesting as well. Now, of course, for new characters, going down to number 1, I think it should be kind of in the middle of the screen right here. I'll boom, highlight real quick. So number 1 here, regarding new characters, in order to ensure quality and completeness of Confidant's storyline here, they're going to be adding newly collaborators, and then they will remain level 20 closeness at the cap. So I don't know what that fully means. I'm guessing we'll just be able to get our collaborators up that high, or at least the characters in general for confidants. I'm unsure about that. I might be a little bit brain, but you guys let me know on that one here. And they will remain unchanged at 10. The total amount of ambers will also remain unchanged. Okay. Now, there will be personal exclusive storylines, which of course will be amazing for our character creation here. So we will decide the number of ambers you will gain for all subsequent character exclusive storylines from 20 to 300. Now, this will be, of course, only after 1.3.2, in which all the ambers that we get from Minami side quests and things like that will also be added in. So I'm guessing we're going to be getting some interesting little things out of that as well when it comes down to the what it is called, the confidants and things like that for their exclusive storylines. So that's very interesting to see themselves here as well. We're also going to have new members in the Phantom Thieves that will join the, of course, confidant system. So we already know that's pretty interesting as well. And then there's going to be a way to speed up the rankings of our confidants, which will be absolutely amazing here. So some future confidant abilities here, they can unlock crafting recipes that you can actually will be needed with action points, but you can actually get the gifts for this here. There's going to be actual events that cash double, which is amazing. And then of course, chance to get discounts for gachapon fishing and Chihaya's fortune telling. So very interesting little quality of life things, nothing too crazy here. Some very interesting things to say the least. But now we're getting to the meat and potatoes here down below at the bottom, if I'm right. Because yeah, we're getting some new characters, and I almost actually showed that fully here. Alongside this basic gameplay optimization, we're gonna have, of course, enhanced display quality. 3x speed is gonna be actually even faster, which thank God, that's gonna be awesome. Deleted camera angles will be amazing, so that's gonna be amazing here. We're also gonna have more materials and freebies very soon. Battle Pass will also have weekly rewards that through completing dailies and weeklies, you'll be able to get weekly rewards accumulating and give you standard pools, expressos, energy drinks, cash, stuff like that. So that's going to be very interesting here, in which there will be a shop that's getting moved to the Battle Pass for optimization of claiming processes. So that's going to be interesting as well. Now, Referoo's business goals, of course, is going to be added a third and fourth section, in which those are going to be just mainly for materials and high value rewards. You guys don't know exactly what that is. That's pretty much the book that they're talking about. So there's going to now be a page 3 and a page 4, most likely, aka the newbie missions. So that's very interesting to see here. Persona drops whenever we're grinding personas will also now have a pity system in which we'll be at least compensated as well. Now, players will be compensated for a rank 6 and 7. 0 out of 1 drops by how many times they completed the stage so far. So pretty much if you've been doing rank stage 6 or 7 here, you're going to be getting all of those times that you didn't get a drop for those personas. You're now going to be getting some compensation back for that. So that's going to be really nice as well for those who really need those characters, or at least those personas. Now, alongside this, of course, we do have some quality of life optimizations, things that are going to be kind of interesting here. Guild Battle will add a leader for captains to choose, in which the highest final score will be calculated by combining the two leaders' points. This allows more characters to be used, as well as increase the amount of tokens for SOS. So it's going to be fairly interesting, a lot of quality of life things, but really excited that they're actually doing some stuff for the personas themselves. Now, last but not least, when it did come down to this here, was also a new character. So on a sunny day in Inokashira, Conan, an elderly, struggles along the lake while pushing a wheelchair. Her healthy steps doesn't mesh well with the young wheelchair girl's gloomy attitude with her sluggish eyes. The young girl stays silent in the world that took everything from her, and I hope that my saxophone can bring some hope for her. So this is interesting here. This is one of the things that I was really actually excited about, because apparently this is a 4-star. This here is a nuke 4-star, not just any nuke 4-star. She is actually a debuffer, so I'm very excited to see exactly how this works out. I love the aesthetic of like anyone can become a Phantom Thief. It just comes down to what they really are either rebelling or their ambition with this, and I like that whole mindset of this too. It really brings some light into it, and it also finally debunks the whole value of they're never going to add in more 4-stars. Luckily, this is our next new 4-star that we're going to be eventually getting here, and I'm so excited about it. I love the looks. It's going to be amazing to see, and I can't wait to actually see more of this. But of course, you guys let me know down below how you guys feel about this. Are you guys excited whenever this does freaking drop? I know I freaking am, and I would love to hear a lot of you guys' opinion on this. But till next time, everybody, stay safe, stay sharp, and stay determined. Peace out.